Hey guys, it is I, Republic Studs, and welcome back to Building a Venator finale. Now, I am so excited to get into this. You see a little bit back there? That's you're not supposed to see that yet. That's a surprise. Avert your eyes, avert them. But yes, I am so excited to get into this. And before you guys skip ahead and, go straight to the mock, I do want to talk a little bit. There's a lot to cover here, and we get a lot done in this video. The main thing is focusing on the minifigures. I take a look at all of them, not individually, obviously, but as a group, we assess each kind, what weapons they have, what brand we used, specifically Clone Army Customs. Huge thank you to them for sponsoring this entire series, which I really appreciate on behalf of CAC. They make some of the fantastic products, and it has been a childhood dream fulfilled to officially be partnering and working with this amazing company. Obviously, great people, great stuff. And yeah, so this mock, other than that, has been extraordinarily expensive. I believe I invested over $400 into this thing, so didn't exactly return on the investment yet. Hopefully this video does well. That would be kind of nice. But yeah, also I do want to quickly plug my join memberships. It's a way to help the channel keep running. I would really appreciate it. They're only 99 cents a month, and if you get a little more upgraded for a little bit more, you will get access to loads of exclusive videos. I have, videos on how to grow a LEGO YouTube channel. As I have 22,000 subscribers now, which is fantastic, and hopefully we'll have more coming soon. I am very excited, and it is just awesome. So we're going to talk a bit more later, and I will see you guys on the other side. Okay guys, so I would like to take a quick moment to showcase the minifigures, and I would like to start off, this is the plain Phase 2 Clone Trooper from Clone Army Customs. Obviously, Clone Army Customs provided a decent number of troopers for this mock, so I want to give a huge thanks to them. Obviously, super nice on their part. I have a video of me unboxing these, but we got a bunch of these, and I gave them a variety of weapons. I was not entirely consistent if staying with Clone Army Customs or Brick Arms. I kind of did a little bit of all of them, so, that one will have the E11. I gave them a lot, just a variety, because in the Battlefront game, obviously, there is a pretty big weapon variety. This guy has the, I believe those are called T21s. No, those T21s are bigger. But it really just tried to spice it up, make it nice. This one has more of a sniper. I wasn't being entirely accurate. I just want to have fun with it. This guy has more of a commando style gun. This one has more of this one. And then we also, got this guy. I'm just trying to pull out. We have a few others. And I am going to show you kind of how to display certain ones. So for example, we do have this guy over here. And I gave him just some of these clear, backpack pieces that hold certain things on it. And the reason I did this is there's a specific reason. So there's a certain way you can position him. You could have him positioned like this, and then you get a character like, say, Bosk, who is one of the villains on this mock because he was in the Battlefront game. And you could kind of have him look like he's killing him and stepping on him and overthrowing him. So that is a cool little way to display your characters in, LEGO. And you could also, and a strategy I also like, is if you don't want to do that, you could just have them hold their hand almost, and they're just stepping, it looks like they're stepping on their head a bit. And I think that worked out really well, and you really kind of do that in any angle. And I'll see what I could do with the mock, just to make it look as clean as possible. So let's take a look at what else we got. So here are the heavy gunners. Obviously, we had 12 of those guys. We were going to have 4 of these guys. They are using the Cape Cantina capes, other than the guy in the back over here, which look pretty fantastic. They're also Clone Army Customs. I gave I believe 2 of them the T21 repeating blaster, and 2 of them just the heavy machine gun, because they look cool. Pretty simple design, but I absolutely love these minifigures. They look really cool. Again, just all around fantastic. I cannot wait to display these. Let's take a look at the snipers. So here are the sniper guys. Obviously great. They use the same type of print as the, regular clones, but the difference with these guys is they do come with a gold backpack and the, obviously, cloth. These cloths, again, are from Cape Cantina, so huge thank you to my guy Freshie. I'll leave a link to him in the description, as well as Clone Army Customs, if you would like to, of course, buy your own. They're great. I equipped them with a variety of weapons. Obviously, this guy has the pulse cannon. I'm not 100% sure on the name. This guy back here has another one, but a different version. And then over on the left, I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that is the base sniper for Battlefront. Now let's take a look at some of the other clones, and we'll take a look at some of our droid variations. Okay, that actually looks kind of epic. I am going to name him Rodrigo. But yeah, anyway, there is the droid army. Obviously, 32 of them. They pretty much double the clones in terms of, the base troopers for each of them. And I did that mainly because they, look smaller, so it will look more visually appealing to have more of these guys spread around the battlefield. Now it is time to take a look at the villains and then the heroes. Now in the left corner, we have the villains. Obviously, these are all the main base villains for the sequel, or the prequels rather. And basically, we have Bosk, who comes with his nice brick arms blaster. We get Count Dooku, he comes with his lightsaber and some lightning. We got General Grievous in white in the background. I was debating on doing tan or white Grievous. He honestly looks kind of white in the game, which is why I chose this version. And then finally, Darth Maul in his base skin. Obviously, these all look pretty epic. I believe these are the best versions of each of these guys, and I absolutely love them. Now, let's take a look at the heroes. So next up, we have the heroes. Obviously, we have Anakin Skywalker. Now, I modified him a little bit. He's a mix between his Revenge of the Sith, Episode 3 Duel on Mustafar figure, as well as his Clone Wars figure. Obviously, I kind of swapped around some parts for it. And then we also did get, obviously, Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is a mix of his Clone Wars figure and a Clone Trooper and his Revenge of the Sith. Obviously, the legs, Clone Trooper. This is his Clone Wars appearance from 2008. And obviously, the head is from the new Duel on Mustafar set. Then we also get Yoda. He's Yoda. And then finally, we do get a Chewie, the only character in Battlefront to appear in every era. Now, it is time. I want to take a quick look at the mock before we douse it in figures, and I'm very excited. Down there, we do see a little Rico and Gary and Captain Wex, obviously Captain Kermit. And then here is the mock. Now, a quick, walk over, you will see it is pretty much entirely done, and it is just time to put the figures on. So with that said, let's get into it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that little montage. Now, obviously, again, this is the finale, but this is not the video where I'm going to be doing a full showcase. The showcase is where I'm going to be doing a full comprehensive walkthrough, taking a piece-by-piece look at the mock from every little detail. But obviously, since you guys have waited this long, I don't want to make you wait too long for that, which it should be coming out soon. But I am still going to do a tiny overview. So we're going to start at the front and work our way to the back. So first up here, obviously, we have some crates. This is a crate designed by Marfan. You will see a few more of those. I believe we have 5 others around here. And this is the Battle Droids main staging area. Obviously, the whole front is kind of where the Battle Droids come in. Over there, you have Dooku. We'll get into that in a second. We have Yoda taking on some Battle Droids. And over there, we have a little E-Web turret. He's set up next to some crates. And that is all very cool and dandy. Over here, we obviously have the 2 generals, General Grievous and General Kenobi, obviously duking it out, and Anakin is coming in to help. I could not think of a better place to, put Anakin. I wanted to have him at the forefront of, the battle, because that is where Anakin likes to be. And then we have a little, ARC Trooper getting downed by a droid commando, and then we'll move around a little further. And you will see Bosk taking down that clone he's standing on. I'll get some better angles of that again in the full montage type thing. And they are confronting this small holdout of clones, but they're starting to encircle them. Chewie is coming in to reinforce, and I will show you over there. things are obviously not looking good as this droid and his buddy over here have taken down, that clone, and they are flanking Chewie. And you have some clones, and the droids are just taking them on. This is no good, and yeah. Now I want to show you this brief crate line we have. We have about 4 of these guys right here. In the game, there's a little bit more, but I think it looks really cool, and I think this just feels so much like the game. My gosh, this is probably one of my favorite mocks. Now, it is very hard to see, but down at the bottom, there is that entire underpass area filled with red tiles and maroon bricks. Obviously, I could put a load of troopers down there, but sadly, it's just not that easy to see through, and I did not have a full lighting kit. I would have liked to have one, maybe, but I, am not the best with that. I still need to learn more before I could really do stuff like that. But either way, it still looks pretty cool. Now, I would like to take a look at the top level, and actually the other side first. So there is Dooku taking on this frontal defense of the clones. Obviously, we have this guy here who is taking out that battle droid just in epic fashion. And then here we have one of my bigger crates. This is the open style crate from the Battlefront 2 game. Obviously, this is again designed by my good friend Marfan on Instagram. And obviously, you could see right through there, we have a little clone boy who I had no idea was there, sitting in this little box, which is obviously very cool. So, obviously, here is the rocket droid standing directly atop the crate, and oh no, in the background, a B-2 battle droid has flanked them. Let's take a look at that top level. Now, it is difficult to get a good, steady angle up there, but a scene I tried to recreate was the sector is clear, not clear, not clear. So we have the sniper over here, and then he thought it was clear, but no, all the droids came and flanked from behind. They flew through the windows, and then everyone else spawned on them. We have Darth Maul, who made his way up there, and he is just ravaging the clone boys, and they are taking the windows out to flank the clones from behind. So now the clone's main, strong point is in the front, and this guy has to get out of here soon. We also have some crates over there. I'll take a high point view from that. You'll see all of that cool stuff over there. Now, I want to take a look at the back, because we have some fun stuff back. So obviously here we have the back of the ramparts. There's some clones. We have an officer and a gunner running for the front to catch these battle droids that just got here. We have some clone commandos and some super battle droids. Pretty much all the super battle droids are concentrated up here. I figured my logic was they're rocket troopers, so they kind of all flew up. And then over there, obviously, we have some snipers. We have an officer and a clone boy and a sniper taking, refuge. Now, I want to take a look at the underside. Now, I had a feeling this was going to be a little bit of an empty area, and I did not have enough clones to fill it up, ironically. So I want to fill it with some Easter eggs. So first off, there is that empty corner there. I need some ideas for what I could put there. Maybe I'll put a Patreon member. If you guys we'll include one channel member in the corner. They'll get to tell me what minifigure they'd like to resemble them for the showcase video. So if you want to become a channel member, make sure to press the button join down in the description. It's only 99 cents a month, and I'd really appreciate it. And you will automatically hopefully be included. I'll see if I can squeeze you in somewhere there. So anyway, here we have my clone traders from one of my favorite series. I figured to include it in another favorite series, the Venator. We have Gary here. His name's Gary. We have Captain Wex. He is Kermit. We just got him up at CMF, so hopefully this mock will be around long enough for me to put a real Lego Kermit in here. And then finally, we have Rico, who is awesome. And then over here, I want to include Bad Batch. So I customized my Bad Batch a little bit. First off, we have Wrecker taking on some battle droids. And then we'll move over, and obviously there is a small little doorway, you'll notice. And then we have Tech. He is, bombing them. He put some, bombs on them, and he has his little, dashboard, dash thing. I don't know what to call it. Then we have Tech. He is going to screw one of the battle droids. Tech is going to screw in one of the battle droids, and he's going to go, and it's going to go. And then we have Omega here, who is going to take out one of them. And we have Hunter, who just stabbed him with his knife. And then we have Crosshair, who I guess is teaming up with them for some odd reason. And then at the end, we do have some more battle droids just for fun little detail. Now, I will say it is very rewarding after around 3 to 4 months, seeing this all come together. Eventually, I think I'm going to keep this built for another few months. I would like to include clone commandos on here. I'd like to, maybe include some ARC troopers. And maybe I'll swap it up. Maybe I'll fill it full of 501st troopers and do something with it one day. And this will be a great place to just display stuff. I think it is just such a fun play battlefield type scenario. and it is not overly cluttered. I know some people would argue, you know, it has a lot of figures, but I think I did a pretty good job, you know, for a Battlefront field. My original goal, I think, was to have 40 on each team, and I'm around that number. I mean, someone could go back and count the minifigs for me, because I don't really feel like doing that right now, but I will eventually. I will. But yeah, I'm very excited with how this turned out, and I think a real person I want to thank again is Marfan for providing the crate designs, and Ryan Studios. He helped me with the Bricklink orders because I hate using Bricklink. But yeah, so these crates obviously were designed by that guy, and the all cost $200, but between all of those crates, but it was well worth it because we got some beautiful mocks. They're just beautiful little builds, and I could use those in the future, of course. They're very applicable. Also, those little crates, I think, add a great accent and a great defensive barrier and just add a lot more to the mock. And yeah, so those are my final, you know, opinions. While we're looking at this, let's get into my thoughts. Hey guys, so we are back. Obviously, the mock looks fantastic. Wow, I love it. Like, I look at it and I just smile. It's like one of those things. Like, I have the UCS Falcon, and I just look at that thing and I'm like, wow, this is cool. And this is one of those things. And I hope you guys like it too. Now, this was obviously, you know, you guys know I am not the best mock builder. Mock building is not my forte. That is not my, you know, area of expertise. That's not where I invest all my time. I focus a lot more on sets and figures. But I also do enjoy mock building, just as general rule. I've done it since the channel pretty much started. They weren't, you know, anything in interest or particular. And, you know, the last big mock I did was for Mocktober. It was Urbana, which was obviously very exciting. And, you know, I'm just honestly so hyped. Like this looks fantastic. I don't even know how to feel that it's over. Like, this has been sitting in my room. I've kind of used it. I've just been piling stuff on top of it, and I was worried I was starting to abandon it because it's been a month since I've done my last video, maybe a month and a few weeks, and for this series, and I was so excited to bring it back. And I really appreciate you guys being here along for the ride. This series did moderately well, and, you know, I'm really excited to hopefully continue a next thing. I'm curious to hear what you guys have as ideas. I've heard Camino thrown around there. I've heard lots of other things. The only thing is it has to involve gray because I cannot afford to buy any other pieces in mass supply. Like, most of the pieces in here I already owned. And on top of that, it cost like $500, which, you know, is pricey. But yeah, so with that said, I really want to hear your guys' thoughts. If there's anything you should change, and also, again, remember to become a channel member. If you want to be included in the mock, obviously, I said, for pretty much anyone who becomes a channel member, I will make a trooper specifically for you. Just reach out to me on Instagram once you do, and I will be happy to make a trooper for you. Just press the button, 99 cents a month. It'll help me out a ton. But with that said, for the final episode of Building a Venator has now ended. I will see you guys all in the next one. Remember to peace out and stay awesome. And if you were wondering what was under the ramp for the people at the end credit scene, you've been brickrolled.